Hey everybody, welcome back to XG Wolverine's Place. I am James, and today we're back. We're going to be doing episode 6 of our Star Trek Online story series, and when we last left off, we were en route to the Sol system, and here we are. We are right outside it, so let's go ahead and head on to Earth Spacedock. We can do a lot of things here. And this camera fly-through is pretty much the way we gotta go. So that'll be helpful for us. Now this is a common area. So for the actual game of Star Trek Online, that is a real person standing on the transporter pad where I was at, not just an NPC, non-player character. And in case you didn't get that the camera fly-through is the way to go, it gives you a blue beam to teach you where to go. I think this blue beam, if memory serves, only pops up for this first one. But outside of that, yeah. And while we're here, we can look. You can see ships flying around. Now, mind you, those are NPC ships, not player ships. There's Earth, hence why they call this Earth Spacedock. So, yeah. Well, let's go meet the Admiral and Admiral Janeway and find out what all is going on. And other players are here too, but our story is our story.
Ah, there you are. It's good to see you in person. I've already filed my report with the Admiral. He's waiting for yours now.
Admiral, what's going to happen to the USS Yellowstone and her crew?
You've showed exemplary performance under duress. You saved a lot of people, including Captain Taggart. You stood tall against the Borg in combat. That's a lot to face as a cadet on a training cruise, but you handled it all very well. I've said as much in my report.
That's good to know.
Now, more than ever, Starfleet needs its best and brightest officers out there to defend the Federation and uphold the ideals that make it strong. Officers like you. I can't speak for the Admiral, but I believe you and your crew have a bright future ahead.
Thank you, Admiral. That means a lot.
Don't mention it. For now, duty calls. You have a report to give, and I'll be meeting with the Admiralty to discuss plans for the Vega situation. Take care.
Thank you, Admiral. It's been an honor to serve with you. Right, now we talk to the big boss, Admiral. Greetings, Lieutenant. Admiral, sir. James Tiberius Riker reporting.
We have a lot to discuss, Cadet.
It's Lieutenant, sir.
Yes, I see that here in the report filed by Admiral Janeway. She granted you a field promotion to give you seniority over the rest of the active crew of your ship. As a cadet, you were assigned to an Academy training cruise under Captain Taggart, his acting first officer, correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Facing off against a Borg invasion force within hours of leaving Starfleet Academy? You've had quite a day. In your own words, tell me what happened out there.
Explain to Admiral Quinn what happened.
That's quite the story.
Yes, sir, it's all true.
Don't worry. I have statements here from Admiral Janeway, Captain Nog, and Administrator Post from Vega Colony corroborating your story. All three of them cite your bravery and command skills, as well as you and your crew's willingness to put yourselves in harm's way to preserve the lives of others.
I'm a Starfleet officer, sir. It's in the job description.
And you're exactly the kind of officer Starfleet needs. I know your ship might not be the Enterprise, but I think you've proven yourself capable of sitting in her captain's chair.
Sir?
Under normal circumstances, it would take you years of work to get your own command. But these are not normal circumstances. We're at war with the Klingon Empire. The Borg have returned. I'm losing more trained officers and ships than I can spare. Ships we can build, but leaders with courage and honor, those are harder to find. It's time to try something different. I need someone who can handle themselves in a crisis and get the best out of their crew. Even though you're young, I think you're that person. I hereby promote you to the rank of lieutenant and give you command of the ship. Don't disappoint me.
You won't regret this, sir. What are your
assigned to the
orders?
Klingon front. But first, you could use some new equipment for your ship. I have some improved consoles developed by the Starfleet Corps of Engineers. These consoles can be installed on your ship to improve its abilities. As you improve in rank, you will earn better consoles. Other ships you will command throughout your career will have space for many more. When you're done here, go see Dur's racks to customize your starship's appearance.
Yes, sir. All right, so that happened. So now we have all of these missions to choose from for the Admiral. So, yeah. Okay, then. I'll come back to you.
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery at Pajem. Capturing the ambassador would be a major coup for the Klingons or Orions, so we're assigning you to make sure everything goes smoothly. You are to escort Ambassador Soketh to Pajem. Please meet him at Vulcan. Once you locate him, speak with him about the transport mission. Do whatever is necessary to keep him safe.
Now, I just closed out of that screen. We can still come back and accept it. Right now, we're just going to go, we're going to go take care of the ship. All right. Now we've made all those upgrades to ship and crew and everything else. I went ahead and did a uniform change as well, because you can only do those while you're here at Earth Spacedock or other places around the game, basically. You can do them at I know you can do them at Deep Space Nine, but there's other places in the game you can do them as well, as long as you have a tailor. And as far as your ship modifications or changes you want to make there, well, those changes have to be made at a specific vendor, and there's one right here at our space dock. So we are going to go ahead and accept missions from the Admiral. So we're going to go ahead and accept the calling.
There's been a breakthrough in our efforts to learn more about the Terran Empire.
We're going to go ahead and accept Redshift. And we're going to go ahead and accept the plausibility of the possible.
Starfleet Command has commissioned another historical tactical simulation.
And let's see, Task Force Operations Romulan Imperial Minefield. We're going to go ahead and get that.
We have a large number of...
We're going to go ahead and grab up Storm Clouds Gather.
The Alliance has agreed to...
I'm not going to read through all these because I can go back and read through them as we need to. Heading out.
Pick up Damar Khan on Starbase 114 and bring him to Starbase 39 Sierra. Starbase 114 is located in the Celis system in the Beta Quadrant.
So we'll have all these. I can actually trim the fat because if you look on the right-hand side of the screen, we're getting just a tiny little bit populated over here. So we'll trim all that when we collect all this. I just want to collect all these from the Admiral so I don't have to go back and continuously come back to Space Dock, which coming back periodically isn't a bad idea. We will have to return to Earth Space Dock at certain points just to complete everything. And Tavrel says, we've received instructions to pick up a stellar phenomenon specialist, a Cardassian scientist by the name of Tenora Zerval. She's currently at Deep Space Nine. We can beam her directly aboard from the station. My reply to that is, noted. We'll pick up the specialist when we reach Deep Space Nine. And then we continue grabbing these. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm basically doing a mass grab on quests, and that's what I call them.
Commander Sarishman.
And then Echoes of Light.
We've been in regular
So we've got all these quests lined up from the Admiral that we can do, and we can kind of do them in any order because they're all from the Admiral. And then we have Philip Cray.
Greetings. How can I assist you today? Or in the future?
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and find out whom he is.
Well, where do I start? I'm 157 years old. But that's only because I spent 90 years caught in a temporal distortion in the Typhon Expanse, serving as an ensign under Captain Morgan Bateson on the USS Bozeman. Much of the crew of the Bozeman found it difficult to integrate back into Starfleet. So much had changed. The Temporal Intelligence Agency took in many of my shipmates, due to our first-hand knowledge of events that occurred in the past. So, that's where I ended up.
That's all, thanks. So there's actually a Star Trek Next Generation episode where Captain Morgan Bateman is played by Kelsey Grammer. And he actually interacts with the Next Generation crew, so that's where his backstory comes in at. So, as you can see the icon above the Admiral's head, he's not going to have any new quests. We just have everything we need. So, we can now go ahead and let's see. Now that we've got everything, let's go ahead and head back to the transporter room, and we will beam to the ship, which has summarily been upgraded. So, yeah. Alrighty, let's see. Not now. Alrighty, let's... Oops. Wrong one. J. Alright, let's see. Episode... In progress. Let's go to in progress. Okay. So... we have all of these, and they're actually listed as what we have to do here. So, yeah. This is the diplomatic orders one. This one here, Lieutenant, we have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his home world to the monastery at Pajen. Capturing the ambassador would be a major coup for the Klingons or Orions. So we're assigning you to make sure everything goes smoothly. You are to escort Ambassador Soketh to Pajen. Please meet him at Vulcan. Once you locate him, speak with him about the transport mission. Do whatever is necessary to keep him safe. Locate Ambassador Soketh on Vulcan. Now, I do have this one selected because that's the one we're actually going to do. Let's see here. On the right-hand side of the screens. Let's see. Okay, hold on. There is a way. I just gotta remember how to do it. Oh, here we go. Yeah. All right, we just made that our primary. And so that right there, now as we go through, we'll still see all these missions on the right hand side. We can complete them as we go, but unfortunately we can't minimize everything. I wish we could, to a point. I wish we could just kind of hide it, so to speak, and make it what we need to be, but we can't, so it's fine. We're gonna go ahead and let's see. That says beam to Starfleet Academies. So what we're gonna do instead is Alright, here we go. So, normally if you hit a transporter pad, you can beam elsewhere, but, or you can beam to your ship, or you can hit this icon I've got highlighted with my mouse in the top right-hand corner of the screen up here by the mini-map, and you just hit that, and we can beam to our ship. So you'll see the upgrades we made. And here we are. This is our new ship. So yeah, this right here, I'm gonna hit that so that way it's done.
Hello! Admiral Quinn told me that you would be available to take me to Starbase 39 Sierra. From there, I'm going to the Hobus system. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about that area. Fascinating place. I've made it my life's work. This life, anyway.
This life?
I am a Trill. Some among my people are lucky enough to be joined with a symbiotic life form. We share our bodies with them, and in return they share lifetimes of knowledge and memories with us. I am Khan's 7th host, and most of us have been scientists. My predecessor, Lenara Khan, was working to create artificial wormholes. I studied the effects of supernova.
Well, alrighty then.
Goodbye.
Alrighty, so we'll come back to him directly as we get closer to that particular mission, but we're going to go ahead and move away from the cluster that is the people. Kind of give you a little walk around. There's Earth Spacedock. Welcome to Earth Spacedock. Full impulse is not allowed within the station perimeter. Too bad. They won't let me do full impulse, but it's okay. So we're going to just kind of mosey on over here so that way I can show you guys the new ship. Now, the last ship we had, prior to me meeting the Admiral, that ship is a Miranda-class ship. This, as you can see, is not a Miranda-class because it's not even the same thing that we had. This is an Odyssey class, but it's the Lexington variant of the Odyssey class. This ship actually can do way more than what the Miranda class could do. And, okay, I'm going to be fair with you in all transparency. I know in the real world, if Star Trek was a real thing, there's no way in the world you're getting this ship as a brand new captain. It's just not going to happen. The reason I got it is because this ship actually does something that the other ships won't do. This ship allows me to not have to worry about going through the process of, you know, working with different ships and messing with different ships as we go through and all that, and having to outfit new ships. Basically, this ship here, in World of Warcraft, we call it leveling gear. That is exactly what this ship will do for me. I am still restricted by the limits of what my level can actually do, as far as I do not have full access to all of this ship's glorious capabilities. I'll have those as I go higher in level. But this ship actually does level with me. So as I get new weapons, I swap them out. I don't have to monkey with it. So that's that. So yeah, there we go. There's the USS Yellowstone A. Hopefully you guys like that. Hopefully I didn't talk about it too much. Let's see. All right, so now that we have things engaged here, I can actually hit this button right here on the right-hand side of the screen, and it says transwarp to the mission's starting location. So we hit that, and then
My friend sacrificed so much to secure peace with the Klingons. I bear the responsibility for the consequences to him and his crew, a thought that troubles me to this day. The hope was that this alliance would last forever. It did not. The Klingons have chosen war. The Federation is doing its utmost to protect its borders and the billions of innocents who call this space home. But I fear that this conflict may be our undoing.
all right, so I don't know what happens, but after you get through the training tutorial, I guess the voices, they just didn't have the time or the budget to continue having people read, so they just put in the text and you get to read it yourself. So we're going to do some reading. This is Zarva. Captain, we have entered at the Vulcan system. Arrived at the Vulcan system. I took the liberty of contacting the ambassador's aide when we arrived. Tapella, I don't know how you say it, says that the ambassador has certain arrangements that he prefers when traveling. She would like to go over them with you. Would you like me to put her on the main view screen? On screen.
Greetings. Thank you for agreeing to escort the ambassador to Pajem. Ambassador Sokath is currently attending a ritual to honor the end of the Kalrek holiday. He will be done soon, but the ambassador is hesitant to use transporter technology. His bias against the transporters is not logical, but I have come to accept it.
Go on.
I believe that Sokath would be much more comfortable traveling by shuttlecraft. I have received clearance for you to land near the ambassador's location. I look forward to meeting you in person.
As you wish. All right, so we're going to board the shuttle. Diplomatic orders. First officer, we are ready to land on Vulcan, sir. When you are ready to make our final approach, let me know. Make it so. Okay.
Starfleet shuttlecraft. This is Vulcan Orbital Control. You are cleared to land at the requested coordinates. Welcome to Vulcan. Please enjoy your stay.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Alrighty. Okay, Captain, the ambassador and his aide are waiting for you at the temple at the top of this rise. You can speak to them there and find out if the ambassador needs anything else from us before we depart for Pajen. Okay. So we just go to the top of our rise. The nice thing is, if you look at the top of the screen, you can see that icon move. So that exclamation point moves, and when you get centered up on it, so like right here it's to the right, but when you get it centered up, that's how you can find someone from a distance. So yeah. Ambassador. Okay, I didn't read that in time. It would have been nice if they actually had the audio fixed for that, but they haven't, so it's fine. Alright, here we go. Over here.
Welcome to Vulcan.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions?
Tell me about Pajen.
Pajem is a small world near Andoria. It is sacred to our people. There have been Vulcans on Pajem for centuries. In 2152, the ancient buildings that housed our monastery were destroyed by the Andorians.
The Andorians, but they are also part of the Federation.
It was a failing in our logic that led to conflict with the Andorians. We have corrected our error. After the Federation was founded, a group of Andorians, Vulcans, and humans rebuilt the monastery as a symbol of peaceful coexistence and cooperation. Since then, a group of monks has lived there. They study the ideals of Sirach.
Okie dokie then.
Do you have any questions?
What business do you have at Pajem?
My business is my own. If you must know more, I require a meeting with the abbot. He will not use subspace communications, so if I am to receive his counsel, I need to meet with him directly.
Okie doke. Thank you very much. Kind of like to know what I'm walking myself into. Wasn't trying to be disrespectful at all, sir.
Do you have any questions?
Not at this time. Thank you. Welcome to Vulcan.
Captain, I regret to inform you that we have come to an impasse in completing your mission. Allow me to explain. As you know, Pajem is sacred to the Vulcan people, and access to it is strictly prohibited. Ordinarily, this would not present any difficulty, but Sabin, the leader of the order that maintains the monastery, has chosen this moment to illogically refuse to grant Ambassador Soketh permissions to meet with the abbot at Pajem. This is most abnormal.
Can this trip wait until Savin changes his mind?
The ambassador has considered going to the council to request that they overrule Savin, but the process will take time that he simply does not have. If the ambassador is unable to complete his journey to Pajem now, he will have to delay it until after the trade conference at Corridan is complete, and that could take weeks.
I wonder why Savin won't grant the ambassador permission.
The ambassador, I'm afraid, has spent too much time off-world. I have seen it change him. His interactions with other species have grown easier over the years, but our own people have become more challenging for him to deal with. Perhaps you could speak to Savin. I know he has a great deal of respect for Starfleet, and you might have an easier time than he has in convincing him to grant the ambassador's request.
All right, well, let me speak to Savin then. Let's go speak with High Priest Savin. So now...
Peace and long life.
Well, thank you.
Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
A lot of questions. Okay. We'll go with this one here because there's so many that it actually gives you a bit of a hint by the green text. Is there any way I can persuade you to allow Soketh to visit Pajem?
I will permit it if you will pledge to me, on your honor as a Starfleet officer, that you will protect Pajem from harm. Soketh says his reasons for wanting to speak to the abbot are private. I will accept that, but only if you are with him. I know I can trust Starfleet. Please, protect Pajem from any who would violate its sanctity.
I will do my best. Yep, just playing peacemaker. That's what the Federation does best.
Do you have any questions?
I've spoken to Savin. We can leave for Pajen now.
Excellent. Our departure has been delayed long enough by the whims of one man. I am prepared for the journey and can leave immediately.
All right, let's go. Okay, yes, Ambassador. Have a safe journey. Live long and prosper. Lead on, Captain. My business here has been concluded. All right, so now we just gotta run back down to the shuttle. Nothing too abnormal to worry about here. That's the only thing about it. I gotta turn those off. Invites. Returning to the shuttles. Come on. Listen, Linda, I know you got some age on you, but let's do this. We're going to board the shuttle.
Starfleet shuttlecraft, we have logged your flight trajectory, and you are cleared for departure. Live long and prosper.
Right. Well, thank you. Alrighty. Okie dokie then, here we go. Ambassador Soketh has retired to his quarters, Captain. We can leave the system whenever you like. Let's depart the system.
Your inventory has a replicator that will allow you to buy and sell items. Press I to open your inventory.
Okie doke. Well, on that note, that was a good one. Next time, we will warp all the way over to Pajem, and we will continue this journey. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.